and we're going to read some stories. Now, it's time for Santa Story Time. I'm very glad you're all here, and I'm looking forward to reading these stories for you. You're all being very good children. Let's begin. The first one is Dino Christmas by Lisa Wheeler. Look at that dinosaur. Let's begin. Dino streets are all aglow as autumn winds turn into snow. Everyone is full of cheer. Dino Christmas time is here. Look at those Dino Christmas time. Whoop. Some reason the screen is being a little bit of a jerk, but we're going to work with it. Fat flakes stitch a quilt of white, perfect for a snowball fight. Raptor races, stego chases. See the smiles on happy faces. Look there, look at them having a wonderful snowball fight in the snow. Do you think that there were cold weather dinosaurs? Some people think so. Patchy pummels, compy flings. T-Rex tries snow angel wings. Can you imagine a giant T-Rex making angel wings? Isn't that silly? I like that very much. On ice like glass, the dinos skate. Mimi does a figure 8. Look at that graceful dinosaur just skating their heart out. The Petro twins hold hockey sticks. Look out, they pull the same old tricks. Hey, you two, that isn't nice. The twins are ousted from the ice. Looks like they are pterodactyls. That's actually Santa's favorite ancient reptile. They're technically not dinosaurs, you know. Triceratops has frozen toes, icicles hanging from horns and nose. They head inside to warm up limbs, steaming cocoa in every cup. Look how cold he is, my goodness. It is freezing outside. T-Rex and Raptor feast on s'mores and cookies shaped like dinosaurs. Well, I guess if we can have gingerbread, they can have little dinosaur people. Look at them having their cookie snacks. It's Christmas in a few more days. The dinos set out to amaze by hanging every decoration for a big-time celebration. Look at them getting all of them out of the attic. Make sure to be careful if you go up in the attic this year. We don't want any accidents. Tricera's group adorns the park with green that glitters in the dark. T-Rex and friends decide instead to paint the town in festive red. They're all racing to get their festive holiday cheer out. What good dinosaurs. Diplo decks the halls with ease, hangs tinsel on the Christmas trees. Triceratops is feeling merry, lights up every topiary. That's a fun word to say, topiary. You don't hear that too often. Look at them decking all of those trees. It certainly is helpful to be a very tall dinosaur when you need to deck the trees. Iguano sculpts a beast of snow. Ankylo eats the mistletoe. Now that's actually Santa's favorite dinosaur. My favorite ancient reptile is pterodactyls, but Ankylosaurus is my favorite dinosaur. Can you see the Ankylosaurus there? They're quite armored. Very cute. Allosaurus makes each wreath. She gently hangs them with her teeth. Troodon's at first and main. He paints a giant candy cane. Oh, that is delightful. Oh, here they are again. The Taro twins get in the way, but Gallimimus saves the day. Find a safer place to stand. A paintbrush goes in each twin's hand. Look there, they're about to have a fall, but fortunately the other flying dinosaur saved them. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to be pedantic. Technically, a flying reptile. On Christmas Eve, the dinos doze. They dream of gifts with shiny bows and toys that fill a speedy sled. Do they hear clip-clops overhead? Do you think that there might be a certain Dino Santa? We'll have to see. The sun comes up as if to say, let's celebrate! It's Christmas Day! The trees are lit. The eggnog is made. Do you like eggnog? Not everybody likes eggnog. Look at them waking up to Christmas Day. He looks like Ebenezer Scrooge coming out. Time for the Dino Christmas Parade! Woohoo! Look, there's even more celebrations going on. They're all having a grand party. Bass drums beat, a trumpet blares. Dinos march in perfect pairs. Twirlers of all shapes and size toss batons into the skies. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Apatosaurus dressed himself. He looks just like a giant elf. Can you imagine a giant Apatosaurus dressed like an elf? He's like Buddy the Elf. The candy float is really sweet. Ankylo's in the driver's seat. Do you remember that's Santa's favorite dinosaur? The Taro twins hide in the back, hurling snowballs. Bullseye! Whack! That's not very nice, throwing snowballs when they aren't expecting it, is it? Goodness gracious. They hit T-Rex between the eyes. A chase begins. Now who's surprised? I don't think you should try and hit a T-Rex between the eyes with a snowball. It's not going to work out well for you. The last float turns into the square. Who's that guy with snow-white hair? Who do you think it might be? Dinos cheer! Applause! Applause! The main attraction! Santa Claus! Just like Nightmare Before Christmas. The Taro twins are both a mess. Did Santa see their naughtiness? Do you think he saw? Will they get coal instead of toys? Ho, ho, ho! Come down here, boys. You can see Dino Santa calling down the Taro twins. Uh-oh. Santa reaches in his sack. pulls out a snowball. Bullseye! Whack! Santa got his revenge. See, it was the T-Rex all along. The Taros smile from ear to ear as Santa hands out sporting gear. Tricera gets a racing jacket. T-Rex loves his tennis jacket. Ooh, those are really handy gifts. They'll be doing lots of fun exercises. Minnie's helmet fits her head. Aloe hugs her brand new sled. They can't resist new gym supplies and balls of every shape and size. Look at all that fun sporting equipment. Oh my goodness. Afterwards, the dinos sing. The night is filled with caroling. The soloist is Stegosaurus. Others form a joyful chorus. I'll bet they sound beautiful singing, or at least they're doing their best. Christmas Day is nearly done. Time to plan more holiday fun. Soon, these guys will reconvene. Oh, Halloween! Ho, 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 ho. That was fun. Bundle up and get ready for a ton of Dino Christmas fun. I hope you're getting ready for some fun this Christmas. The end. I hope you enjoyed Dino Christmas. That was a lot of fun. Now, would you like to hear another story? You're all being very good, and I'll make sure that all of you get a sugar cookie and some nice cold milk with it. You're being very good, and I'm very proud of all of you. This story is called Don't Shake the Present, written and illustrated by Bill Cotter. Let's see what it's about. I think a present is involved. What do you think? I think that's pretty likely. Hi, I'm Larry. This is my present. I really want to open it, but I'm not supposed to yet. Ooh, I can tell Larry really wants to open that present. Larry, do you think he's shaking that present? I bet he's not supposed to do that. Maybe we can find out what's inside. Can you knock on the present gently? Do you think you should knock on the present gently? Knock, knock, knock. Can you shake the present a little? I don't know if you should do that. Shake, 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 shake. Oh no! Now my big present is teeny tiny. Try shaking it up and down. Uh-oh, Larry. Shake, 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 shake. That definitely didn't work. See what happens when you shake it side to side. Come on, Larry, let's see what happens. Shake, 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 shake. Eep! Too big. Quick, shrink the present with your fingers. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Do you think pinching it will work? Much better. Oops, I accidentally untied part of the bow. Do you think it was an accident? Do you think he accidentally untied it? If only someone would pull the other end of the ribbon. We're so close. All we do is flip up the lid. Can you help? Will you help Larry flip up the lid? Larry looks very excited. Larry is putting his hand in. Whoa! Ah! Boing! Doink! Oh, hi, Santa. Sorry I opened my present early. Ho, ho, ho! It's okay, Larry. Your real present is something you've always been allowed to open. This book! Ho, 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 ho. And we see here Larry falling into my lap. Ho, 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 ho. Larry wants to figure out what his present is, but whatever you do, don't shake the present. That's the original cover for the book. Larry is very, very silly. Did you enjoy reading that story? Now, last time I only read you 2 stories, but since you've been extra good this year, and if you all promise to go to bed after brushing your teeth, I'll read you 1 more story. Would you like to hear 1 more story? I've got one here for you. It is called The Little Red Sleigh. Here is the cover. Let's find out what's inside. The Little Red Sleigh. In a quiet corner of a cozy Christmas shop, there was a little red sleigh, as bright as Christmas morning. She wasn't very big, and she wasn't very fast, and she was very young for a sleigh. Can you see the sleigh? It's hiding in the back there. Let me see, I'm going to try adjusting this so you can see it a little better. There we are. You can see it behind the words, hiding back there. But deep inside her strong, sweet heart, Little Red had a big dream. Can you see the heart of Little Red? It's right there. Can you see it? Yes. What do you think Little Red's dream is? Is it to be Santa's sleigh? Maybe. She longed to become Santa's sleigh. My workshop looks pretty cool in this. I wish my actual workshop looked that cool. It's a little more industrious. Everyone in the shop told Little Red that her dream would never come true. It was impossible. She was too small, too slow, and much too young. She couldn't fly, they said. So how could she possibly be Santa's sleigh? Have you had people tell you that you can't do something that you want to do? That's exactly what the other things in the Christmas shop were telling Little Red. And there is Little Red talking with the little snowmen as they are talking about her dreams. Little Red wondered if these things might be true. Was she too small, too slow, too young? But she believed deep in her heart she could fly. Through the sky she would soar like a bird. She could learn anything. She could be anything. And this Christmas she was going to prove it. She would travel to the top of the world, find Santa Claus, and show everyone what she was made of. So as winter fell, Little Red went north. You can see the little snowman waving goodbye. And there is Little Red heading off to the North Pole. Her journey was very difficult. She dragged herself through mud and grime. She crossed rickety bridges and braved treacherous paths. Soon she started to worry she wouldn't make it to the North Pole before Christmas. Then she found some train tracks. "Where are you headed?" asked the friendly train. "The North Pole," said Little Red. "Off to see the big man, huh? Well, climb aboard," puffed the train. Little Red hopped onto the train, and they chugged quickly down the line. "You have so many cars," Little Red said. "I wish I were as big and fast as you." And you can see Little Red traveling all alone through the woods. And here is the big train. Look how big the train is compared to Little Red. "I wasn't always so big or so fast," said the train. "When I started out, I had just 2 stock cars. I worked up and down these tracks for a long time before they gave me a 3rd. Then I earned a 4th and a 5th and so on. Oh, I can't wait to be as big as you," said Little Red. Train laughed. "Be patient, little sleigh. Life builds up 1 car at a time." And look at that big train traveling through the snow. And there's Little Red sticking her little sleigh head out of the train. Isn't that delightful? As they steamed north, the ground gradually changed from softly rolling hills to vast, icy mountains. After many, many miles, train slowed down and stopped at the station. Can you see the station at the bottom? Yes. This is as far... Sorry, I got the wrong voice. "This is as far as I go," he said. "But over that ledge, you'll find Yellow Truck, who can help you go farther." "Oh, thank you," said Little Red. And there's Little Red making their way to Yellow Truck. As she slid over the hill, she saw a bright yellow truck loaded with Christmas trees. "Hello," said Little Red Sleigh. "Can you show me the way to the North Pole?" "Happy to," Yellow Truck said. "I'm heading that way myself to deliver these Christmas trees to the big man. Hop on!" We can say Red going all the way to the Yellow Truck, and there's the Yellow Truck filled with Christmas trees. In the truck, Little Red snuggled between the trees, surrounded by the sweet scent of pine. Yellow Truck drove down a narrow road, rounding curves, dodging holes, and gliding smoothly over bumps. "Wow," said Little Red, "I wish I could drive like you." "Well now," Yellow Truck said, It wasn't always so. Used to be, no one thought I could make deliveries. Then one winter, I took a load of trees up north. It was just a few. But the next time, I got more trees. Then more and more. Life seems to build up one tree at a time. I think I'm starting to see a pattern developing here. And here is Little Sleigh all snuggled up in the Christmas trees. Isn't that delightful? And there is Yellow Truck barreling through the snow with Little Sleigh nestled in. That afternoon, snow began to fall. Ice covered the roads. Yellow Truck's tires slipped and slid. His windshield wipers ran faster and faster as the snow fell harder and harder. "We have to pull over," hollered Yellow Truck. Little Red could barely hear him through the whipping wind. She closed her eyes and held tight. She feared that if she flew off, she would be lost. Then she would never find the North Pole. Look at that terrible storm. My goodness. When they stopped, Little Red carefully opened her eyes. Snow was still swirling, but through it she saw lights twinkling red, green, blue, and white. Was this the North Pole? Had they finally made it? Do you see Santa Claus?" asked Little Red. She strained her eyes, but she could see nothing through the blur of the falling snow. "I'm sorry," said Yellow Truck. "We didn't make it to the North Pole. We'll have to stay here till the storm lets up." Little Red nestled deep in the bed of Christmas trees, thankful for the shelter. But as she watched the snow pile up and up, her heart felt heavy. She'd come so far, and it was nearly Christmas. How could she ever go to the North Pole now? Little Red fell asleep, sniffling and wishing for Santa. And here you can see that Yellow Truck, and you can see the twinkling lights in the distance. In the morning, the sun rose high and bright. The storm was over. "Happy Christmas Eve," Little Red said. "Will we get moving soon to deliver the trees in time?" "Afraid not," said Yellow Truck. "My tires are stuck tight. I can't go anywhere today. But you should take a look at the town. I'll keep an eye on you from here. You never know what you'll find when you look around someplace new." Little Red thanked Yellow Truck and slid off the trees, out of the back, and down into the street. She hadn't gone very far when a pair of mitted hands suddenly picked her up. "Oh, wow, a sleigh!" A little girl in a purple parka hugged Little Red to her chest and held on tightly as she ran down the street to the top of the hill. The girl sat on Little Red, and then Little Red was just the right size for the little girl. Do you see Little Red inside the stuck yellow truck. And here is that little girl in the purple parka who's just the right size for Little Red. And here are all the children playing in the snow. Ho, 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 ho. That looks like fun. Together they flew down the hill again and again, sledding through the snow. Soon other children joined in. Little Red played all day, helping children soar through the air, watching their faces light up with joy. "This is what it feels like to fly. I'm doing it," said Little Red, her heart bursting with pride. At supper time, the girl in the purple parka brought Little Red back home. When Little Red closed her eyes for the night at the end of Christmas Eve, she still felt like she was flying. Isn't that sweet? The next day, on Christmas morning, Little Red woke up and sighed. She hadn't made it to the North Pole. She hadn't met Santa Claus, and now it was too late. Little Red was so disappointed, she started to cry. But then she noticed a small red envelope tucked beside her. It was addressed to her. Can you see the envelope? Oh my goodness. And there is Little Red. Dear Little Red, Christmas is a time for giving. Each year I deliver treasures to children all around the world, hoping to bring them joy. But sometimes I need a little help. Yesterday you delivered Christmas joy to many children. Thank you so much. You made each of those children very happy, and you did it just by being yourself. You are a very special sleigh indeed. I could really use someone like you up here in the North Pole. As a special thank you, you are cordially invited to visit me in the North Pole next year as we prepare for the holiday. Merry Christmas, love, Santa Claus. Isn't that wonderful? She got a letter from me, jolly old Saint Nick. Little Red couldn't believe her eyes. The North Pole? With Santa? Her dream had come true. Just then, the little girl in the purple parka bounded down the stairs. Little Red was ready. At last she understood what she was meant to do. She would build her life up, spreading joy, one child at a time. Do you think the little girl in the purple parka is going to have fun? Merry Christmas! There are the reindeer crossing the sky. That looks just like them. Little Red knew deep in her heart what she could do. She could learn anything. She could be anything. She could even meet Santa and fly. And this Christmas, she was going to prove it. The end. Did you all enjoy these stories? I want to thank each and every one of you for listening. Have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho!